dusty Venetian blinds that hung from the plate glass window, and the framed front pages commemorating victory in Europe, Japan surrenders, and the famous Niskayuna Mills fire that hung on the walls. The space behind the counter was divided into two areas: Ted's, with its ancient oak roll-top desk and swivel chair, and Phyllis's, temporarily Lucy's, with an ugly battleship gray steel desk topped with a computer. A police scanner sat on the counter, occasionally emitting hisses and cackles. "Notice that smell?" asked Lucy. "That's hot lead from the old linotype machine. Ted says you only smell it in hot weather. But the best part is the bathroom. I get it all to myself. Nobody follows me in." At 2, Zoe liked to follow her mother everywhere. Karen chuckled sympathetically. "I know what you mean. It's been a long summer, hasn't it? Seemed like the kids would never go back to school. I had to restrain myself when that beautiful big yellow bus pulled up this morning. I was tempted to kiss Mo." Lucy grimaced. Mo was a very ugly, very fat school bus driver. "So, how are you going to fill your idle hours now that the kids are back in school?" "Well, this morning I took a long shower, and then I had a second cup of coffee and read the newspaper. But I can't really afford to continue this fabulously luxurious lifestyle. I've got to give Country Cousins a call." Like a lot of women in Tinker's Cove, Karen worked part-time for the giant catalog retailer Country Cousins. "What about you? Are you coming back this year?" "Probably," Lucy sighed. "Thank you for calling Country Cousins. My name is Lucy. How may I help you today?" she recited. "You know what I'd really like? A job that's not just a job. Something interesting and challenging, you know?" "Sure. Why do you think I've stuck with the PTA all these years? There, I'm somebody. I'm Madam President, not just Karen, what would you like from our catalog?" She shrugged and tucked a strand of damp hair behind her ear. "Good jobs are hard to find around here." "I know," agreed Lucy, pausing a moment to listen to the scanner. Just a routine traffic stop. "If I went back to school, I could teach English. I only need a few credits, you know." "That's a good idea, Lucy. Quite a few of the old fossils at the high school are coming up for retirement." "Really?" "Yeah, and you could substitute in the meantime. It's decent pay and no commitment. If the kids are sick or something, you don't have to go in. School schedule, too. You only work when the kids are in school." "Maybe I will sign up for that course." "Which one?" "Over at Winchester. Tuesday and Thursday nights. Victorian writers, 1837 to 1901, with a special focus on Elizabeth Barrett Browning and Robert Browning. I saw it when I typeset the ad. I was so tempted. I majored in English Lit, you know, but it seemed awfully expensive." "Education is a good investment," said Karen, "especially if you could eventually teach. They start at over 20,000, plus benefits and summers off. Why, that new assistant principal at the elementary school, Carol Crane, I bet she's barely 30 and she's making 42,000. "You're kidding." Lucy turned to listen to the scanner. Her attention had been caught by a change in the dispatcher's tone. Usually flat, reciting routine phrases and codes, it had suddenly become imperative. 17 and 19, report to 1-1 immediately. Do you copy?" "What's 1-1?" asked Karen. "Let me see," said Lucy, reaching for a laminated sheet tacked above her desk. She scanned the list and raised an eyebrow. The elementary school. "All available units report to 1-1 stat. Do you copy?" The two women's eyes locked as they listened to a chorus of voices responding with the single word, copy. Base, this is 17. 17's the chief," explained Lucy. "Copy 17. Go ahead. We need fire and rescue over here." The two women simultaneously took a quick breath. "Copy. We'll relay that message."